Hello everyone, Joshua Naibo here, and today I would like to talk to the liberals in the audience. Normally I don't get a whole lot of liberals on my page because I tend to be more conservative, but that doesn't matter. A few days ago was the 9/11 anniversary. I'm not sure how many can remember that there was a time back in 2001 when both parties, the leaders of them in Congress, the Senate Majority Leader and the House Minority Leader, held joint press conferences in order to demonstrate their unity. I'd like to go back to that if we can. I think that we need to stop demonizing the other half of America with angry, divisive talk that says all liberals this, all conservatives that. I think it's a little bit more nuanced than that. I think most of us tend to be individuals. I'm a reasonable person, or at least I'd like to think so, and I think you are too. And there are others like us, others who might be tired of this bitter, angry rhetoric that is being thrown around from both sides, especially amongst commentators and media figures who stand to profit from angry, hysterical reactions because that gives them likes, shares, views, etc. And you probably are too. I'm your neighbor, I'm your friend, I'm one of your family members. We are not enemies. We are citizens of the same country. Most people aren't very political. You might not be either. We don't have to let politics define every aspect of our daily conduct. It is possible for us to interact as citizens without necessarily trotting out the party line. We don't need to let extreme, visceral rhetoric define us. We need to disavow these angry, hateful groups on either side. If you go on my page, you'll see that I've had plenty of criticism for the alt-right because it doesn't stand for me, and it doesn't speak for all conservatives or right-wingers. And also, I've spoken against Antifa because I don't think they speak for you. I don't think they speak for all the left wing. I think they're a bunch of violent communist thugs in the streets. And the thing is, I don't think most liberals and Democrats are violent communist thugs in the streets. I think most of you are just trying to make a living and get by in the world. Using that sort of talk, painting each other in the color of the most extreme element of the other side, accomplishes the opposite of whatever it is you might be trying to do. When we talk like that, we are pushing people into the arms of these various extremist groups, calling everyone on the left a bunch of communist traitors, etc., etc. One, isn't accurate, and two, is going to make them feel more embittered towards conservatives and more sympathetic towards these extreme groups. The same happens in reverse on the right. Calling everyone who's conservative or Republican, because they aren't the same, a racist bigot pushes people into the arms of the alt-right because now they feel that they don't have a choice, that one side is determined to paint them as monsters. Most of us aren't monsters. Most of us are just people. Most of us are just average, everyday Americans. Most of us want no part of street violence. Most of us just want a better tomorrow for our children. I think a lot of us have the same goals. We too want to help the poor. We want to help women. We want to help minorities. We just often have different ideas on what's the best way to accomplish that. But the thing is, that's something that if we can calm this environment down a little bit and come together, we can talk about. If the primary difference is between means rather than ends, we might be able to come to some kind of compromise. We're certainly not going to agree on every issue, but we can at least agree to disagree without being disagreeable. We too want justice, equality, liberty. And if we come together, maybe we can hammer out some misconceptions. Maybe we can discuss ways on how we can accomplish that to make a better America. I'd like you to come to my page. The link is below. I'd like you to engage in civil discussion with me, and I'd like to engage in civil discussion with you. I'd like your help. I'd like you to help me convince other liberals on your end and other conservatives on mine that some kind of common ground is possible, that we don't have to be drawing parallels with the American Civil War. Thank you for joining me. God bless you, and God bless America.